everyone and welcome to today's maths video. I hope you're all okay. This week in maths we're going to be recapping on multiplying and dividing by 10, 100 and 1000. So we're going to start off by having a look at my place value chart that I've drawn for us today. So you can see that I've got my decimal point and I've gone back into tenths, hundredths and thousandths, and then I've gone up this way, and I wonder if you can tell someone at home what these stand for. Hopefully you remember it's ones, tens, hundreds, thousands and 10,000s. That's what I've got on my chart, but it could carry on. In year 5 we go up to a million, and we did that earlier this year. So it would go hundreds, thousands, 10,000s, 100,000s and million, but I've left that off my chart just for today, but you might have that with some problems this week. So let's start then. Let's have a look at question number 1. So the first question says 36 multiplied by 10. So the first thing that you could do is put the number 36 in this case, into our place value chart. So the 6 would go in the ones and the 3 would go in the tens. Now when we're multiplying by 10, the numbers get 10 times bigger and they move across our place value chart. So when they're times by 10, they move one place to the left. So in this case, the 3 would then move to the hundreds column, the 6 would move to the tens, so that would make 360. Okay, so let's rub those out and have a go at the next one. So number 2 says 7.5 times 10. So let's put 7.5 in our place value chart. So we've got 7 ones, there's our decimal point, and we've got 5 tenths. We're multiplying by 10, so the numbers are moving across to the left, they're getting 10 times bigger when we're multiplying by 10. So the 7 will move over to the tens column, and the 5 will move over to the ones. So 7.5 times 10 is 75. Okay, let's see if you can do the next one on your own. Come closer and have a look. So we've got 128.19 divided by 10. So have a think about which way these numbers will be moving. We times by 10, we move to the left, but this is dividing, it's getting smaller. Okay, hopefully you've had a go yourselves. Let's start by putting the number into the grid. So we've got 128.19. And if we're dividing by 10, the numbers come to the right. And because it's by 10, it's one place to the right. So let's move the 9 into the thousandths, the 1 in the hundredths, 8 in the tenths. The decimal stays the same. 2 moves over to the ones and the 1 moves into the tenths. So we have 12.819 for that one. Well done if you got that right, that's quite a tricky one. Okay, let's move on to the next one. Now this is timesing by 100. So when we multiplied by 10, the numbers moved one place, but with 100 they moved 2 places. So let's start with the first one, 51 multiplied by 100. So 51, we're timesing, so the number's getting bigger, and it's 2 places, 2 place value places, because it's timesing by 100. So the 5 is going to move over to the thousands, and the 1 is going to move to the hundreds. And then when there isn't a number, we fill that with 0. So the number there will be 5,100. Okay, let's have a look at the next one. 178 divided by 100. So if it's dividing, it's getting smaller, we're going to be moving to the right. So 178, we're moving at 2 places over, so the 8, 1, 2, going to move here, 7, 1, 2, 1, 2. So we'll have 1.78. Remember, don't count this one, that's what Nearly tripped me up there, I was counting that column. Okay, now we've got 0.815 times 100. So we've got nothing in the ones. You could almost do it like that. 0.815. We're timesing by 100, so the numbers are going to the left, they're getting bigger, and they're going to jump 2 places across. So the 8 will end up here, the 1 here, and the 5 here. So 81.5. Okay, and now let's move on to timesing and dividing by 1000. So when we timesed or divided by 10, it moved 1 place. When we times or divide by 100, it moves 2. And when we times or divide by 1000, it moves 3. So let's have a go at the first one. We've got 6.51. 6.51. And the numbers are going to move across to the left 3 times. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. And we fill any gaps with 0. So we should have 6,510. Okay. We've got 12,581. 12,581. And this is being divided by 1000. So they're going to move 3 places to the right. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Decimal point staying. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. So we would have 12.581. Okay, and then the final one for this column, we've got 17.8, and we're timesing it by 1000. So the numbers are going to move 3 across to the left because it's getting bigger. So let's start with the 1, 1, 2, 3, the 7, 1, 2, 3, and the 8, 1, 2, 3. And we'll fill any gaps with 0. So we'll have 17,800 for that one. Okay, now let's have a look at the final 3 questions. I've done some tricky ones here because I've left a gap. So let's see how we're going to figure this out. 51 times something equals 5,100. So see if you can have a go at this at home. Put 51 into your chart. What's happened? How many times has it moved across to get to 5,100? Okay, hopefully you've noticed that it has been multiplied by 100. Let me show you how I figured that out. So we had 51 here, 5,100. That 5 has moved 2 across, which must mean that it's times by 100. Okay, let's see if you can have a go at the last 2 on your own. So pause the video and have a go, and then I'll just give you the answer. So you've got 0.751 times something equals 7.51, and then something times 1,000 equals 321. Okay, so hopefully you've noticed that this 7 has jumped over the decimal place, so it's gone 1 over, which means that you've multiplied it by 10. Okay, and then for the final one, we had 321 at the end, so we've had to do the inverse operation, which we would have done back in year 4. So you need to do 321 divided by 1,000 to find the answer, which should have given you 0.321. And if you look at my answer, and you can see that each of those numbers has gone over the decimal place, and there's 3 numbers, which must mean that it's been multiplied by 1,000.
Okay, and that's it for this week, Year 5. And actually, this is the last video for your maths that you'll have this year. So good luck with your home learning, and please send it in and have a lovely summer. Bye.